Since most people don't have the ability to charge their EVs at home. Okay, I get it. EV charging networks suck. But what about the people who have already bought one? Or those who live in hot weather and don't have to worry about all this cold nonsense? Who said this is the only issue with EVs? Remember how I told you EVs are even killing people? Let me tell you all about that now. First, let's talk about the haunting case of Omar Owan. This is the stuff of nightmares. Owan, a doctor and father of 5, was driving his Tesla Model S when he crashed into a palm tree in Florida. The crash was bad, but what happened next was worse. The car's lithium-ion battery caught fire. Tragically, Owan was trapped inside and couldn't escape because the car's retractable door handles malfunctioned. It's a grim reminder of the potential dangers lurking in these high-tech vehicles. But Owan's case isn't an isolated horror story, unfortunately. We've seen Teslas going up in flames elsewhere too, like that shocking incident in a Shanghai parking garage. And it's not just Teslas. Other EVs are also part of this worrying trend. So what's causing all these EVs to turn into fireballs? It all comes down to their batteries. These lithium-ion powerhouses are great at storing energy, but they have a dark side. If they're damaged or have defects, they can enter a state called thermal runaway. This is basically a chemical meltdown where the battery gets hotter and hotter until it bursts into flames or even explodes. Now let's shift gears and talk about the reliability of EVs. A report from Consumer Reports has thrown a wrench into the works, revealing that EVs are dealing with nearly 80% more problems than gas or hybrid cars. The main culprits? Battery and charging issues, plus problems with battery panels and interior parts. And get this, plug-in hybrid EVs are even worse, facing 150% more problems than traditional vehicles. But wait, there's more. When it comes to repairing these high-tech rides, the costs can go through the roof. One guy in Canada got a scratch on his Tesla, and the repair bill was a jaw-dropping $60,000. Another guy faced a $50,000 bill just to replace his Tesla's battery. It's enough to make you think twice about going electric, isn't it? But it's not all doom and gloom. EV prices are dropping. Tesla's slashed its prices multiple times recently, and luxury brands like Audi and BMW are offering hefty discounts. However, the big automakers like General Motors and Ford are feeling the pinch. GM's CEO has even said they're not going down the budget EV route, aiming for luxury instead. Ford's under a $4 billion loss, selling EVs at a whopping loss of $36,000 per vehicle. And with the huge charging crisis, EV prices are only going to go further down. But what about those of us who have already purchased an EV and are riding this ticking time bomb? Firstly, stay calm. EVs can be finicky in cold weather, but there are steps you can take. If your EV refuses to charge, it could be due to the battery being too cold. Batteries are like people. They don't perform well when they're freezing. When the temperatures drop, the chemical reactions in the battery slow down, reducing its ability to accept a charge. In such a situation, your best bet is to try and warm up the battery. This can be done by simply driving your car for a short distance. Driving generates heat, which can help raise the battery temperature to a level where it can charge more efficiently. If driving isn't an option, turning on the car and letting it run for a bit might also help. However, be mindful of your remaining battery charge. You don't want to drain it further. But what if you're stuck and can't get the battery to warm up? This is where roadside assistance can come into play. At the end of the day, you'll only have to ask a gas car owner for help if you get stuck in such a situation. This begs the question, are we even ready to fully rely on EVs just yet? What do you think? Could EVs be just one big scam? Let me know down in the comments below. I just uploaded a video about groundbreaking news that could hurt the entire EV industry. Do check it out if you want to be truly shocked by what's about to happen with EVs.